town hall. Right, and I am so glad to be your host today, actually. And my name is Miriam. For those of you who do not know me, I'm a member of the Event Circle. The Event Circle is the best circle in deep funding as far as deep funding is concerned. We are the ones that are, behind all the amazing events you see. We bring it right to your table. So yes, thank you so much for joining us today. If you are new to the ecosystem, you're in the right place. If you're an OG, let's do this once again and let's wrap up the month. Okay. All right. So I trust you are well, and just to get a feel of the room and to know exactly what's going on with you all, Priscilla is going to be doing a little bit of an icebreaker, asking some personally tricky questions. So please participate as much as you can. Priscilla, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome once again. So for our icebreaker today, it is pretty simple. And I'm sharing my screen for you guys to see. Please let me see a reaction if you could see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So for today's icebreaker, it's quite simple. You've been given an opportunity. Okay, so you walk into, imagine the scenario. You walk into an elevator and just by your side, the door closes and you notice someone you admire so much. It can be an investor, a dream collaborator, or a mentor. And you have 10 seconds for the person to step out of the elevator. And in this 10 seconds, you can't pitch your whole resume, your whole idea. No, it's just 10 seconds. So you can only share like maybe a word or a sentence. And in this sentence, you have to just say something to your mentor. So what will be that word or sentence you are going to share? So you can put it in the chat. It can be a word. It can be a sentence. So I'm in the chat now. If you want to explain why you said something in the chat, you could use the reaction, raise your hand. We could just unmute, then explain. If that's okay. So I'm looking into the chat now. I am eager to know what you want to say.
Why me?
Why not you?
I was just thinking that this is so tough. What am I going to say? I probably just say, "Can I marry your daughter?" I think that should have his attention. Yeah, I mean, what I want to do is grab attention, right?
Yes.
So so I mean, I can't pitch everything. And then when we say, "Young man, why?" And I'll say, "Well, can I have your email or something, or can I tell you more about it, what I'm doing in my life over lunch or something?"
Yeah. I think I would have done the same. I would have invited a person to lunch or dinner in one of the exquisite, most expensive places in Ghana. I'll just say maybe Kimpiski. I'm sure you guys have heard of Kimpiski Hotel before. It's one of the expensive places in Ghana. So I might take the person there so I could pitch my idea, because in 10 seconds, what can I say in 10 seconds? So who else? I just said he will tell the person, he will marry the person's daughter. So who else? Miriam, what would you have said?
This is actually a pretty tough one.
I
probably say my helper, please help me.
Your expression tells it all.
God has sent it to me today, my helper. Now is the set time. I wouldn't let you go until you bless me. Well, honestly, I honestly don't know, actually. I don't think that inviting to lunch would Well, I think most people consider that bold. Like, oh, hi, do you want to have lunch with me? And well, I don't know. I really don't know.
Then think about it, because Ian has given an offer in the chat. He says, hey, what would you say if we have ASI in 3 years and you can be part of it? Oh, that's cool. Ian,
Yeah,
please do care to explain.
I'd say yes. Sign me up. I'm bored. That's what people say. Oh, wow. Actually, I think this will work. Ali, I think this will work. So just saying I'm bored. Yeah,
Yes.
I think that will work.
I wish Ian will explain what he typed in the chat. Or Ali, do you want to say something? You would like to explain your on board? I can't see the reactions. Miriam, is anyone raising their hand or muting?
No, actually, I'm not seeing any of that. I'm just seeing.
Oh, okay.
I know the
Rakosi
perfect
just
answer.
did.
Do you know what I would say when I get in the
Yeah, we
elevator?
want to know.
I would say, "Hey Ben, how are you doing?"
And then I'll say, who's Ben? Or is the
Ben
person
is
you're
He's the only mentor I can think of.
yeah. Yeah, true.
But yeah, but he already knows you, so yeah, that's cheating. Yeah, that's cheating. Ben already knows you.
Well, there's no better, greater
Oh,
mentor than Ben. And that previous sentence, I thought, well, it makes no sense if I'm in the elevator with Ben. So
okay.
Oh yeah,
Rakosi, please, can you
Rakosi,
unmute?
yes.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good
Hi, good
evening.
evening.
Evening my time, so yes,
Brilliant.
I would say the very first thing I would say is if I know their first name, I would greet them by their first name and extend a handshake to them. And if it's my future investor, I will, in one sentence, explain to them the most important thing or the most important benefit that I can bring to them, right? I will, if I already know what they need, what their biggest need is, I will, in one sentence, let them know that I can fill that need, right? And I will tell them how I can fill it. So it has to be really short because it's 10 seconds, but that's what I would say. And then I would close by asking them if they're interested to know more, then we can have coffee, or then we can meet up at their office at another time, because I value their time and I know it's not the right time to elaborate, but you know, they would already have an idea of what I can do for them and that value that I can add to their current endeavor. So that's how I would go about it.
Yeah, that's so cool and very gentleman-like to extend the handshake.
But that's not 10 seconds.
Yes, that's more than 10
That's
seconds.
No,
that's like
I don't
3
think it'll
minutes.
be more than 10. Usually elevator pitches are 1 minute because it's the time from the lobby to the top floor. So, I mean, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I think I would have fit it in there if I tried.
Oh, okay, that's nice. But that's really cool. Very, very bold to give a handshake. So well done. Is anyone else? So
I think there
Alfred
are
says,
some
hello, sir.
interesting ones in the chat. Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead, please.
Hello, sir. I think if we didn't have visionary investors that dare to dream and listen to ideas given a benefit of doubt, the world wouldn't have invested an elevator. What would you say about that? Interesting. So he is trying to start a conversation with him. That's really cool. At least the person will know you are trying to get something else from them, and they will know you're admiring them. That's nice. Kelvin says, I would say, how would you feel about missing an opportunity to be a first mover in in the integration of artificial intelligence and international sports. If you think it will be worth discussing, take my card and let's set a time so you can probably hear about how you can participate in transforming the global sports economy. That's really cool too. Because if it's a guy, then he will buy into it because most guys love football. Even some of the ladies love football. So Kelvin, go you. You've won. Ali said, I miss coming to town hall. We miss having you here, Ali.
We missed you
So-
too. The rest, everybody was just boring. We missed you. Okay, they're not boring, chat, but we missed you so much. And yes, me and Priscilla, we are the best couple currently in the event circle. Yeah, so we missed you too.
Yeah, I agree.
So we are done with the town hall. Thank you. Sorry. We are done with the icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Thank you guys for participating. Miriam, please continue.
All right. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you all for participating. Really, really lovely hearing what you all thought would be the best approach to this elevator test. I know that this is something that a lot of people share in empowerment conferences and business meetings. You need to learn how to package yourself as much as you can so that within that elevator ride, you are able to say who you are, what you do, what you're passionate about. And it honestly turns out it's not as easy as the business pros make it to seem. So yeah, thank you all for participating. And I think that some of you, if this was actually a real life scenario, I think you would have grabbed the attention of your mentors or dream collaborators. So thank you. Welcome again to today's town hall. Again, for those of us just joining, I'd be your host today. My name is Miriam. I'm from the event circle. As usual, we are the ones responsible for hosting the events. And today's town hall, we have a couple of things to discuss. But for the sake of the newbies of sorts, or people who are not so familiar with the ecosystem, I'm going to be sharing my screen to just give a bit of an introduction to what deep funding is about. Priscilla, I need you to please. Okay, all right, don't worry. Okay. So, can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
All right, brilliant.
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to Deep Funding. Deep Funding is a decentralized grants program that is tasked to fund projects and initiatives that are beneficial to SingularityNET. So just the way Jan was going to speak to hypothetical Ben and say, hi, Ben, how would you be interested in being a part of ASI? That would, be the biggest thing in the next 3 years. That's basically what the SingularityNET and Deep Funding is about. We're a decentralized grants program that is tasked to fund projects and initiatives that are beneficial to SingularityNET and SingularityNET's mission and vision. And in this case, ASI is something that is integrated into our ecosystem as well. And our mission here is the creation of a democratic, decentralized, and beneficial AGI. Our values are centered around openness, creativity, collaboration, and kindness. And these values reflect how we operate and intend to achieve our mission. So if you're somebody who has ideas you would call $1 million ideas or ideas you think can potentially shift the world, and you need funding for that, and values such as creativity and collaboration and kindness and openness are things that you value in the day-to-day, then Deep Funding is just for you. This is the space for you. We currently are, and we are working towards a creation of a democratic and decentralized ecosystem where all your ideas are welcome, all your opinions are heard, and there are people just like you that you could work with, you could build with, you could collaborate with, mind-blowing ideas that you did not even think. Personally, I'd hear some ideas or or some projects going on, I'll just think, how did you think of this? This is really good. And yeah, Deep Funding is the place for all of those ideas that you think are too sci-fi to create. We are right here for you. And so we need you. Yes, we are a community-run program, and communities thrive on people, and people, well, we are people. And so the best way to participate in Deep Funding is to propose ideas, vote on ideas, review proposals that are centered around those ideas, discuss ideations and projects, or join circles. There are a number of circles here at Deep Funding. Some of them include the event circle where I'm from, marketing circle, dev outreach circle, onboarding circle, and a few other review circle, focus group, a few other circles like that, where we have people from all over the world, brilliant minds, experts in their field, enthusiasts. We just form up the circles and we do what we do best already just for Deep Funding. Okay. And so yes, welcome to this town hall, the town hall for you. This is where we gather to discuss everything related to Deep Funding. It is the perfect place to learn, ask questions, and start your Deep Funding journey. So if you are just joining us, hearing about us from a sibling, from a friend, from a colleague, from an ex, or from an enemy down the streets, welcome, welcome, welcome. This town hall is just for you. This is where we come to share all of our ideas and our opinions. This is where we come to work in hand. So for instance, in my country, Nigeria, there's the Igbo culture, right? And the Igbos are one of the major ethnic groups. And there's a place we used to call in the village Umbankoro. I really hope I'm pronouncing it right, because I am not the best Igbo speaker, but the Igbos will gather in this Umbankoro and have a town hall, a community meeting, a village meeting, and everybody will come. There used to be this talking stick of sorts, and so everything you think is necessary for the progress of the community. You think that we should divert a stream, you think that we should stop a festival, you think that we should improve on this. Everybody just comes in the evening. There's bushmeat, there is palm wine, I think. There are a couple of things. There's like walnuts and groundnuts, kola nuts, all the things that are native to Igbo land, and they just gather. And so the Igwe or the chief is right in the middle. In this case, our chief priest and chief will probably be Yan and Rafael. And so they're just right in the middle, and then everybody just gathers around them, and turn by turn, because order is important, right? Turn by turn, everybody takes up talking stick and say, they'll do all the greetings. Igwe, I greet you, long may you reign, your cockroach will not lost, your kingdom will not burn, your business will not be ruined, your children will not die young. So I think that for festivals, how about we begin to serve potato porridge instead of yam? Then they'll be murmuring amongst the chiefs, no, just the way we used to do in the chat box with reactions and the rest of it. And at the end of the day, the purpose of a town hall is not so much as to make a final decision, but so that everybody comes and airs their opinions. Everybody comes and says what they think is best for the community, because it is important that everybody contributes to the progress of the community. Communities are centered on people, and people have to contribute to the progress of said community. And town halls are so fun. As children, especially as female children in the culture, we are not exactly counted worthy to speak or be a part of it. So we'll just sit outside listening to people, elders and young men, saying all of those things with different groups, just the way we have circles, right? So the women's circle, the youth circle, the children's circle, everybody just sharing their opinions. At the end, we eat, we drink, we laugh, decisions are made, and progress is achieved. Everybody leaves there feeling like, yes, they had a chance to speak to Igwe, even if they could not naturally see Igwe on a random day. So yeah, you have a chance to see Yan and Rafael, even if you not naturally see Yan and Rafael on a random day, and you have a chance to share your opinions and contribute to the progress of our little community that is here. Well, not so little anymore, but you get the point. So welcome to Umbankoro. That is concluding the month of May here at Deep Funding. And yes, like I said, you can join us. You can be an active part of all Umbankoros at Deep Funding. You could join circles, you could book presentation slots, you could calendar with all our Deep Funding events, you could keep track of circle progress and work. And yes, we want to hear from you as well. You know, you could present community initiatives and awarded projects. You could host a breakout room about a specific topic. Yeah, and that's basically all for the introductions. The rest we shall get to later. So yes, thank you everybody. So to kick things off, we are supposed to get some updates about RFPs, knowing what's next for the RFPs. And well, Rafael Presa was supposed to handle that, but I'm not sure. Is he on call yet?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, yes. Hi, Rafael. Welcome to
Hey,
Bankro of the month of May. You can please give us details about the RFPs.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you for your joy in these calls and events. I really enjoy, and probably it's the same for everyone. The news here is that it's not me giving the information around RFP, so I invited Victor, Mayor Defi, as many of you might know, in Mattermost to give this information. But before, I would like to make our awareness around one thing. Please, for those that receive payments and in general work with crypto and wallets and addresses, pay attention. There are a lot of scammers, unfortunately, right? In not only this environment, it's just an additional way of those that are willing to do bad things to do bad things. So sometimes you are going to be reached out by people saying that they are us or other stakeholder. Our official communication channel is Mattermost, is the Mattermost instance, okay? So we are not going to reach out to you on Telegram, especially not for this, of course. For other things we might be. Even emails, be careful. Take a look at the domain in the address that is reaching out to you. If you are still in doubt, if it's something serious, go to Mattermost, reach out to someone in our team and ask, okay? Because this is something, yeah, Riad, it's one, yeah, I saw the discussion around that, and thank you for coming in and to Mattermost and asking about. So yes, that would be the best approach at this point. We do have an IT circle that's composed by members of this community, and one of the areas that they cover is security. So I'm going to also meet with them, and we are going to work on some material to educate you more and more around how to protect yourselves in such cases. Okay, information and education, especially on specific processes like what we have, are very important for you to keep attention and be alert for anything out of the ordinary when it's happening. Okay, so thank you. I'm going to give the floor now to Victor. Victor, please.
Yeah, thank you, Rafael. And thank you, Riad, for bringing that up on Mattermost. And also, I will apologize if there is any noise in my background or something. Thank you, Riad, for bringing that up on Mattermost, because other people need to be aware that you don't reply to DMs if it's not your official communication website or channel for those kind of discussion, then you shouldn't reply to it, or you shouldn't click any link that they are asking you to click or something like that. So I'll be referring to the RFP for today. So as we all know, or as we have been, the marketing circle has been putting it on every channel, Mattermost, Discord, Telegram, and it has been out there for a while. We had 6 open called Hyperon RFPs, right? And these RFPs are they were open. They have been open for a while now. I think more than a month. And the first time it was actually shifted or postponed. Like the closing date was actually postponed because we did not get a lot of proposals, and then there was another postponing of submission dates because team were in an event, and we just deemed it feel that okay, since the team is in an event, let it just be open for a while. And during this period of postponing the submission date and all those kind of stuff, marketing efforts were still put in place so that there will be enough proposals on this RFP and all those kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, these RFPs actually broke some records. For example, one of the RFPs had 40 proposals, and that's a record actually on its own. And some others 10 and 12 and thereabouts. But yeah, 40 is a huge breaking record. I think the highest number of proposals on an RFP was about 15 or thereabouts, and that's like twice or more than twice or more than 100% of what was the highest before. So that is very, very good. And out of the 6 RFPs, we had 113 proposals, 113. And when I saw the number of proposals, I was very shocked because, I mean, this is 6 RFPs with specifications. I mean, there are specifications on these RFPs. And I started to imagine what will happen in regular rounds where there are no specifications of what you need and anybody can just submit a new project and all those kind of stuff. So I am looking forward to what a regular round will bring. And something within me is having a little pity on the review circle. I know there are a lot right now, but I have this pity for them because during a regular round, when they will be reviewing proposal, it's going to be a whole lot. I see twice of what we had during the last round. I think we had during the last round almost 200 or thereabout. But I see twice. If we can have 113 from 6 RFPs, then I see more than 200 in a regular round. So yeah, the team currently are reviewing those 113 proposals. I don't know the timeline for reviews. It could take longer than expected because the proposals, I mean, it's more than what the team expected as well. So it could take longer than expected. So at the end of the day, it will be reviewed and yeah, there will be results and there will be announcements on the next steps. So yeah, that's the update on the RFPs so far.
So anyone have
Yeah.
questions?
Okay, so are there questions concerning that or? Okay, Ayo.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor, for the updates. So I was just wondering, is there some timeline to the next phase or next phases of it? Is there? Do we know? Do we have an idea of?
Okay, I don't know if Rafael wants to come in here, but reviews have started, and it will probably take a week or two, and then there should be results. Yeah, I don't think there is voting for RFPs because, I mean, the SNET are basically going to pick which they feel like is the best, based on the RFP they put out. So yeah.
The requester of such RFPs, the 6 ones that were just closed the submission, they were requested by SingularityNET itself. So they are the owners of this process of reviewing and selecting. This will become more and more common when it's Deep Funding creating the RFPs and the rounds. Then we might have some, especially in regular rounds, where the community jumps in to vote, right? When our RFPs, the process is a bit different, even though the community, when Deep Funding is requesting, the community will also be involved through circles and other tools that we are going to be creating. But in this specific case, it's the partner, right? So why this might be happening more and more, it's because we are going to be reaching out to partners, and they will ultimately decide the method of selection. They can do what we do, so they can see benefit in such decentralized approach, but they also can decide on themselves when selecting the proposals to be awarded. Okay, in this case, again, SingularityNET is deciding, so we don't have necessarily the ownership of it.
Okay, thank you, Rafael.
Okay. All right, then I guess that answers the question. So Mike was asking in the chat box, although Mayor has provided answers to that, but just in case anyone else was wondering, who does the internal reviews? The SingularityNET team, who are the makers of the RFPs. They are the ones responsible for the internal reviews. But thank you, Rafael, and thank you, Mayor, for, briefing us on that. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. Since there are no more questions, I'm not seeing any more hands or comments. I think we're just going to have to move on. Okay, so next on our agenda is we're supposed to receive updates about the Dualathon from the Dev Outreach Circle. So we don't know exactly who is going to be speaking to us from Dev Outreach. Oh, Riad.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Brilliant. All right. So over to you. Updates about the Dualathon. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. First, I would like to take a moment to thank the IT Circle for making me aware of the scam that I was getting into today. And I would just like to bring everyone's attention to never ever respond to a direct message on Discord. If you have any problem with your wallet or whatever provider you're using, just reach out to their Discord channel and keep the conversation within the Discord channel, not on direct messages. Now jumping to the updates of the Dualathon and the hackathon as well. Now, in terms of the Dualathon, we've got 8 ideas that won the Dualathon that were selected for the hackathon. Some of them were merged to be more suitable to the goal of the hackathon. I'm just gonna mention the winning ideas quickly as well. So we have Serene AI, we have Agentic Peace AI for conflict prevention, we have Voice for the Voiceless AI powered, Legal Aid for refugees, we have the Harmony Bridge AI for peace sustainability. We have TruthNet AI for conflict resolution, digital diplomacy, and 8chain AI powered blockchain system for transparent refugee aid distribution. And the last one is the Peace Guard AI multilingual misinformation detection. So these were the 8 ideas which made it to the hackathon out of more than 110 ideas, which was a very difficult process to judge, considering how many ideas we got and the quality of ideas that were like very competitive. We also have some other ideas which almost made it to the hackathon but were not selected, including the conflict-free blockchain for supply chain, reconstruct AI community resilience, peace resource optimizer, along with AgriPeace AI libraries of local wisdom and peace design platform. The next step right now is by 1st of June, the stage 1 of the hackathon is going to be over. Once that is done, we're going to start to judge the submissions. That's also going to be a competitive process. The judgment criteria is going to be based on the relevance of the solution, how good it is for the marketplace, and for the goal of the hackathon. Stage 2 is going to be onboarding these services into the marketplace, which is going to be handled by the onboarding team that we have trained earlier as an initiative of the Dev Outreach Circle. Yeah, I guess that's it in general.
Okay, thank you so much, Riad. Are there any questions for him? Okay. Are there any questions for Riad? Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, so I
Please
just
go
wanted
ahead.
thank you. I just wanted to point out that there might not be so much questions for Riyadh, especially if people who are in maybe the last all hands event. So there were updates regarding this. The reason we're having this update in town hall is just to reach the larger community. So
Okay.
so I mean people are kind of informed. So that's why you may not get so much questions. So I just wanted you to know that. So you're not wondering, are we not listening? we are listening. Yeah.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right. So since there are no questions or comments on that matter, thank you, Riad, for sharing, and well done to you and the team. Okay. So Ale, I think it's over to you now for Nedconf.
For now. Hello, hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Cool. So I didn't know if I was in line or not to speak in this town hall, but I can speak. I think that I talked to Decentralized Nation. Am I going to present what I talked with him?
Yes, yes. He was the one that mentioned you were sharing some info for us.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I have some big news. I wanted to update everyone on two things. First of all, how many minutes can I talk? Like 5 would be good, 10 would be good.
Well, go ahead. I guess 10. You could start with 10.
Okay. Can I share my screen?
All right. Okay, give me a second. Let me give you host controls.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, I've made you co-host. You can share now.
Nice, thank you. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to share that we are about to do an Nedconf event here in Argentina. And actually, we have two sides of the event. We are going to do the usual we do, which is, let me share my screen, which is a regular event. My whole screen, no, I want to share like a window. Can I do that? 1 sec.
Yes, you can. You can share just a window.
Here, cool. So for the 31st, we are doing Nedconf as usual. And also we are doing a hackathon, which we had already 2 workshops for this hackathon with over 100 people joining us throughout 2 hours for each workshop, which was super insane. We didn't have this amount of people in a workshop ever. So this is a big success for us. 2 workshops, technical for people that likes Web3. This is for the Polkadot hackathon we are doing this weekend. So besides the Nedconf event, we have on Saturday, I would like to share and invite everyone to come to the hackathon we are doing. Actually, I have everything in this website, dev.nedconf.com, where you can all sign up. We have $10,000 in prizes. We have 3 categories: MVPs, pitch, and real use cases. So we are really excited. And I wanted to share with the community this. We are expecting over 1,000 people for the Argentina event. And we are already at 1,200 registrations, which is a really, really nice number. And actually, as part of the tour for this event, we are doing two previous events here in Mendoza, and also in a place which is super insane, and it's the first time we are doing this. Let me find the link. 1 second. What happened was that Polkadot really liked the initiative, so they said, okay, let's do like side events for your event around the world. So if you are not in Argentina and you still want to participate, we are having events across Latin America also. People in Peru have hosted this previous meetup for people to join the Nedconf and participate in the hackathon. Also, we have the Bolivia event, which was yesterday. Also, lots of people joined. It was in a military university that had like IT, AI degree, and also some other degrees. It was insane. So if you are in Latin America and you see Polkadot meetups, please do reach out, because they are most likely going to be participating in the Nedconf, which we are really proud of. That's why we have been so busy. It's a super big thing. We have never done side events like across Latin America with other communities, and it was super big for us. That's why we couldn't done lots of things for marketing these past weeks, but we will be back in the next weeks ahead. Also, I wanted to share with you a cool thing that is going to happen in the next 2 months. This alliance and this opportunity could not have been possible without the support of Deep Funding. Deep Funding really helped us last year when we were chosen by the community to host the Ideathon in Thailand. We had over 200 people. And thanks to that, we could position ourselves in an international scale and had a lot of eyes on us. So I'm going to San Francisco to represent Nedconf and doing some meetups in a context which is super insane for me, Viva City. Viva City is a 6-week pop-up city that will bring together over 500 tech professionals in San Francisco, and it's for biotech, AI, and crypto. And I think that the funding should be here some way or another, or maybe SingularityNET, I don't know. At Viva City, the team had previously speakers like Vitalik, Naval Ravikant, Brian Johnson, the Don't Die guy, Grimes, Adam Grease, Tim Draper, and so on and so on. Really cool speakers. The team behind Viva City, where we are doing the meetups with Nedconf, was part of the first pop-up city ever called Susalu. Also, they were the ones that hosted Vitalia. They were the ones throwing Cellar City. And we cannot believe that we are going to be there showcasing crypto, showcasing Nedconf and the meetups and the communities that join us in these different tracks with AI, crypto, and biotech. As you can see here, for the 6-week pop-up, they will have 2 weeks, 2-track weeks for the different topics. The first one is for longevity/biotech, second one, AI track, and third one, the crypto track. And we are doing the meetups there. So I would love to have all the Deep Funding community and the SNET community come. If you are near San Francisco or anywhere in the US, I'd love to have a chat with you. Maybe we could do some collaborations together. And yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share what I've been doing and what's up with Nedconf, and wanted to say again, thank you to the funding, because without the support we had last year, and I think the big impact that we did for the funding community, we couldn't have been right now where we are right now. And really touches my soul every time I say it, because it really changed our lives. So thank you very much. This is what we are doing, all the progress that we've made, and everywhere we go, we always talk about the funding. Even we got the Indian team to send an application for the community hub, and they were chosen. And like we do with them, we do with everyone we meet. So thank you very much. That was what I wanted to share. Might not have to do a lot with Deep Funding, but at the same time it does, because it's key part of our growth, and hopefully we can be key part of Deep Funding growth too. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, Ale. Thank you. Wow, brilliant stuff. Thank you so much. Okay, so do we have questions for Ale, or comments or praises? Because sure, the praises should be rolling in. They're doing a great job. Yes, Ale, thank you so much. If you do have a proposal, please go ahead and submit. Just give it a shot, give it a chance.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It all starts, one last thing, it all starts with an idea and energy and the purpose of doing it. If we want to change the world, we have to go ahead and do it. And if we try, but we get no's or we get declined, it doesn't matter. We have to keep trying. Actually, right now, my wallpaper screen is this. This is not failure. I mean, you may try a lot. You may not reach the center, but it's not failure. This is. We have to try. And if we don't try, and we don't put ourselves out there, we don't put our ideas, we don't submit the proposals, we will not get further. We will not get far. So please go ahead, have courage. Let's keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you. So Ale, please send me that wallpaper. Send me the wallpaper. I love it so much. Thank you. Okay, so are there any questions for Ale? Any inquiries? Ale, please, yes, how can people share more about your work, or how can people participate virtually with the events?
Yes, so it doesn't matter if you speak English or Spanish. We will be receiving for the hackathon that we have this weekend, submissions in Spanish and English, so it doesn't matter where you're from. We will accept it anyways. You can go to dev.nedconf.com, where you have all the information, and you can register to come and participate to the hackathon virtually. It's the whole weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. And as I said, well, if you don't understand Spanish because the website is only in Spanish, you can translate it with ChatGPT or with some tools that we have in the SingularityNET marketplace. So that's where all the information is.
Okay, are the events going to be streamed? Or would there be replay videos available?
Not yet. Not yet. And
Okay.
also I have another link, this one for the Dora hacks, in case you also want to check that out. That's all the information on the hackathon. Is that in English? No.
Yeah.
Ah, that one is in English. So in case you want to check it out, here's Tommy.
And I think you might have to give him the AirPods.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
nice.
can.
Thank you. This last link, the Door Hacks links, is the platform where you can submit the project. Like, it doesn't matter if you go to to any side events or whatever, but if you build the project during the weekend with the guidelines on the Door Hacks and you can submit it there, that's just it. So thank you.
Okay. Alrighty. Everybody's excited about Nedconf because yeah, it's a amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you. And anyone else with any questions for Ali before she goes? Okay, so there are no more questions. All right, looks like we might finish today's town hall right on time, and that's great. Okay, guys, so I wanted to introduce something. We at Event Circle anyways wanted to introduce something important to us, something we want to incorporate to our town halls moving forward, right? So we remember how I talked about community and how important community is at Deep Funding, right? And this is a community-run program. And we thought it was important that we get to know each other a little bit more better, you know, beyond the profiles and the avatars and the full names we see, many of us do not really know each other so well. And so I wanted to promote collaboration. I wanted to promote community here at Deep Funding. And so we thought of something. It's called the Community Member Spotlight segment. So during this segment, we have a special community member, and everybody here is special, by the way. Everybody's the VIP in this scenario. But we have a special community hub member who we shine the spotlight on. We give a yes, Farhan, you're very much special. So we share our screen, give some sort of breakdown of their Deep Funding profile. So we'll go back to their Deep Funding profile. We share what's on their Deep Funding profile for everybody to see. But then beyond that, we ask some really interesting questions, after we are done sharing their profiles with us, so that I get to see who they are on paper, but then have a little bit of conversation with them. So we could not do it today because we are still trying to set up the Deep Funding profiles. There were issues with adding metrics such as skills and interests in those fields. But moving forward, so from the next town hall, expect to see that it could be anybody. And so if you see me in your Mattermost DM, asking you to be our spotlight member for the week for the town hall, please indulge me. It's nothing serious. So it's just going to be today our spotlight member is Andrea. Hi Andrea. This is who Andrea is on Deep Funding profile. We just read out her profile. We ask her some questions like, okay, what's the color of your passport? What is your favorite food? Did you ever have a dog? Yes, I'm obsessed with passport colors these days for some reason. And we ask other things like, what hair conditioner do you use? Winter or summer? Those kind of questions that help you know people more than, hi, I'm Andrea and I'm building the next big thing, just more questions that make us seem more like people and people in this big family of ours. So yes, expect to see that from next town hall. However, do not wait for me to come to your DM. If you'd like to be the spotlight member for the town hall, you could also send me a DM. My name is Miriam on the Mattermost channel, so just search for me and then send me DM. Hi, I'd like to be the next spotlight member for the town hall. Yes, please. It's going to take us a while because there are quite a few people here, and it's not something we want to, because we are looking at Deep Funding is always seeking for more hands, more people. So we know that it's not an exhaustive routine, but it is going to be something that will help us bond a little more, build a little better, collaborate more as well, and network as well. So that in case you run into your fellow DF member in which country now? Barcelona. You can say, oh, yes, I remember you like iced Americano. Do you want coffee? You know, stuff like that. Let's grab coffee together. Not saying, no, your name, there's something about your name. Your name is very familiar. Do I know you from Adam? Do I know you from anywhere? You know, be like, well, I don't know. It's like, I know you. Was this something about that? Okay. And as we knew each other, we could have hung out this afternoon. You know, say, we don't know each other now. Let's go in our separate ways. But this way now, you can make friends, and friendship is important. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys. That's basically that about that. Ayo, yes, your hand is raised. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Miriam. So I wanted to say, just as an addendum, that remember we had this town hall where Daniel presented on the Hive Mind and Together Crew, and it was such a very interesting presentation. People wanted to collaborate. People wanted to people. I mean, everyone practically was interested in what he was doing, right? And he didn't just start doing that day that he came to the town hall. He's been doing that. We all just did not know, or we just did not know just how impactful his work was. And this is why the event circle would like to have a spotlight segment, so that people can get to see who you are, know you are, learn what you're working on, see ways by which they can collaborate with you. Sometimes people have skill sets that other people need in their team, right? And Deep Funding is, we are very much all about quality proposals, right? And quality proposals will come from quality people, but not just quality people, but also quality relationship, right? So, if we don't, be intentional about that, then we lose out on opportunities, and we will not even be aware of those opportunities. So yeah, so this is why the event circle. This is why we are doing this. Like Miriam said, you'll be seeing a lot of Miriam for that purpose, and please feel free. And then it's for the larger community, right? Awarded teams, all circle members, people who have proposed and have not even yet been funded, so you don't have to be funded before you can be spotlight. If you have a profile on Deep Funding and you help or manage to complete your profile, then we can share, right? That's just it. Have a profile, have something that we can learn about you. Of course, everybody has something that we can learn about them. So pretty much everyone is qualified as long as your mission and vision aligns with Deep Funding, right? Yeah, so thank you so much.
Okay. All right, thank you, Aya, for sharing that. So, adding to my pitch. Thank you so much for that. Okay, guys, so wanted to put this out as a reminder. Deep Funding is more than Zoom calls. We are also on social media as well. I know, shocking. So we are on X, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Telegram, and we are on YouTube. So for those of us who do not attend, town halls, who have missed a lot of town halls, you could always watch replay videos on YouTube. The YouTube channel is there. There's also Telegram, which is an additional channel for communications. However, let's remember that the official channel for Deep Funding's communications is Mattermost. And then we are on X. Now, we know that some people have, certain dispositions towards these platforms. I know some people don't like LinkedIn because everybody is so pumped up on motivation. And some people don't like X because everybody's always arguing. But, support our ministry. Like they will say where I'm from. Please, follow us on these channels and promote our content on these channels as well. There are interesting things that are going to be happening on these channels very soon. We don't want to let it
Yeah, I think Miriam is having some reception issues. So yeah, so please follow us on the social media. It's very important. We always
Quality
sharing things.
relationships.
Oh,
Yes, so we need to share to other people as well. So please let's participate on these channels as much as we can. You don't have to say so much. You can just like, you can just repost or retweet, however it may be. Subscribe to the YouTube as well. Let's get our numbers up. Let's get our content out there. And yeah, that's basically all for social media. So yeah, to wrap this up, Jan, Rafael, who would like to share any last updates or announcements for the community to know?
No, well, at the moment it's what we have. We are working on some initiatives, bringing the CRISP, as you know, in the all hands, all circles, also other initiatives, but at the right moment, we are going to make the announcement. I'm gonna let you curious at this point.
Oh wow, okay. Okay then. So any any announcements would be shared later.
It's one additional motive for members to do exactly what you asked. Be connected in LinkedIn, Telegram, and all the channels to hear sooner the
Okay.
information and the news. Okay.
Okay, you guys, if I've heard it from our granddad, okay, no, Jan is our granddaddy, Rafael is our big uncle or big auntie, grand uncle, how do we call it now? But yeah, Big Daddy says you people should follow the channels. So do well, if you want to know the information, follow the channels as quickly as possible. So do it tonight. You already use social media, so don't act like you don't use social media. Go there, follow the channels, and the sooner you would hear about all of the details. So yeah, that is basically all for today. We have 23 minutes left. I am so glad. Wow. Wow. Congrats to all. You all made this happen. A big shout out to you all. You've all led us to this point where we can finish town hall. Last town hall, I nearly screamed at you people to leave so that I could go and watch Barcelona's match. This town hall, we are here looking at each other in goodness and happiness, feeling healthy, about to wind the evening down so well. So yeah, thank you so much. Please support Nedconf on social media as well. Since you cannot go to San Francisco, we know you will not go. So at the very least, support via social media. Support the funding too via social media. Your plantain will not burn and your chicken will not lose. What again? Yes, and just keep your eyes peeled for any other announcements. Again, please be careful with Discord direct messages. In Yoruba language, they'll say, how do you say it? It basically translates in English roughly. We'll not use our eye to see bad thing. So let's not use our eye to see things that are terrible. Let's not lose our money to these people, right? I've had my experiences with them as well. Had people calling my attention to certain DMs, like, oh, I got this DM, a job, stuff like that. So let's just be extra careful. That these things are happening all over, but let's just be extra careful to the messages we respond to people we entertain. If something looks fishy, if something doesn't sit well with your gut, it probably is fishy. So that's like one thing I've learned. Feel free to ask questions. IT support is there for you. Ask all of your weird questions, whatever. If you think that there are questions that you should already know the answer, but you don't know the answer, don't be shy. Still ask. This is a non-judgment free zone, right? So thank you very much. And thank you for participating in this town hall this evening. Have a lovely rest of month. The month of May ends soon. So yes, wind down the month with whatever you usually use to wind down the month. Football is over for this season, so I'm sad, but like wind down the month with good stuff. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.
bye.
Bye bye,
Well
guys.
done,
Thank you.
Miriam.
Well done, all of you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.